Well, Frank, we've got bad news, buddy, but it's good news for our company because that guy right there, we just hired as our first official human salesman here at Mike's Car Store. Before we get to who we hired and meeting him, we did have a major update on the building here. So as you know, we're in the process of buying this, and one of the things that I wanted to do was extend this out here before we do pavement. So we got 11 tons of rock here that we're gonna bring in and drop right there. And I know some people are gonna be like, oh, you gotta make a base. This actually is already a base down here. So when you look, I've brought up some of this right here. There's rock underneath this. Look at all that rock that's coming up. So he's gonna drop 11 tons and we're gonna instantly have a bigger lot. All right, well, he's not moving very fast. So I'm gonna have some work to do. Oops, come on. All right, well, there we go. I kind of wanted it all the way there, but we'll have to get a tractor now and fix it. And just like that, we're spread it out. We have a lot more room here. I did this all by hand with a rake and a shovel. No, so I was going to rent a skid steer, and the company wouldn't rent it to me because I had to get my own insurance, and that was like $300. I'm like, well, that's crazy. So my friends over at That's the Ticket, they have a skid steer, and I saw them and I said, hey, would you guys help me? And he came over and helped me, and like he was like just wanted to be a neighborly person and help me. I gave him a little cash, but That's the Ticket, the bar right across the street from us. Appreciate that. Hey, don't be sitting at my desk. Do you think you're the boss or the owner or something?
Of course.
Are you excited that we're hiring someone?
I'm excited that you might actually have some help.
Yes, it's going to be good. So I figured that we would kind of tell them a little bit about the process that we've been over the last few months, and then also why we're excited to hire this person, and then we'll introduce him when he gets here on Monday.
3 days later.
It's a couple days later now, and it's actually Sunday when we're recording this, so hair's not completely done. She's got the Summer of Frank shirt on. You like the Summer of Frank shirt? Yeah. We got her wearing Frank. She likes the Frank shirt. ChevyDudeStore.com. We got the pups here. If you don't know, this is Corey and this is Portia. What? Portia and Corey. Oh my goodness gracious.
I can't believe you just got your dogs wrong.
Sorry, Corey. So Corey's named after a Corvette, and Portia is after Porsche and how you actually pronounce it. So what we need to do here today is rearrange the internals of the store, because where Mrs. Chevy Dude sits and we have this extra desk back here for a failed hire, we know that it's not a really good setup for someone to sit here and be able to see the whole lot. So when you're sitting right here, you really can't see the entrance to the store, and it's really tough to see out this window. So when someone's sitting up here like this, you can see that it's tough to see in. If somebody were to pull in here and just like stop in front of that Mustang, you just wouldn't see them at all. But when we are sitting over here, and I think what we're gonna do is put the desk right here. And so when you're sitting here, now you can see out this big window and you can see everything out there. So this will be a very good spot for a salesperson. And it seems like forever ago, but when we started this store, we had this old rickety desk here. It wasn't rickety, it was a really sturdy desk, but it was an old desk that I didn't like. I didn't like the color of it, but it sat right here literally. And it was a perfect spot because I sat way back here like so, really close to this wall, and I could see out there just like that. This has been a 4+ month process for us to hire someone, probably 4 to 5 months really, and it's not been easy. So over the past 4 to 5 months, you need to rest. We've been looking for salespeople all over the area. So we haven't had issues on finding people. We've had a lot of applicants. It's just finding the right people that align with our core values. And
plus, I think you were a little scared.
I was a little scared. Well, maybe we'll talk about me being scared here in a second. So, but the big thing that I experienced while interviewing all these people, several people have actually entered the business in 2020 or 2019. And if someone has came into the business in the last 2 years, they have not been properly trained. It's shooting fish in the barrel when it comes to selling a car. People walk in, they're like, hey, I want to buy this. how much over MSRP, what type of price is it? And they're like, okay, well, I've been searching for 6 months, so I'm really gonna take it. That's not selling cars. That's an order taker. And I'm not putting a slide at order takers. I was a professional order taker for a long time. People sit there and be like, hey, Mike, I wanna order a Corvette. This is what I want. I'm like, okay, got it coming for you. But the biggest thing is I want somebody who knows what they're doing. We want to find somebody who can come into this business right now and be an asset to our company and that we can see grow.
Help us grow.
Help us move up. And by no means, every single person that I interviewed, there's nothing negative of what I'm about to say, but just a lot of people just didn't align to what we wanted in the business. That doesn't mean that they don't align in the future, just right now with what we want when we hire our first salesperson. We're a growing company and we've got to make sure that we hire the right person because after all, my name and her name is on this company and we've got to make sure that when we hire someone that they have a good experience. The number one thing that people hate about the car buying process is the experience. And the experience comes to getting the right numbers, going as fast as they possibly can to get through the transactional process, having the right number for their trade-in, and having just open dialogue and open communication is so key in this business. And that's something that I've done very, very successfully for 23 years. And it's something that's made this company grow up the last 9 months to ensure that we are very successful at what we're doing. So now that we've got somebody coming in to be a major player of our store, this is going to take our company to the next level. If you don't know, my experience in the car business started in the year 2000. In 2002, I became what would be like a backup finance manager, and that person passed away and I became a manager at that point in 2002. All the way through 2010, I was new car manager, finance manager, and then general sales manager of a company where I got down here to Southern Indiana. So I've got the experience of managing people. And for me to say it sounds really weird, it sounds really egotistical, but I'm a really good manager and I love helping people. And I, just like when I'm selling cars, I don't think about money. I think about how can I help this person get over and accomplish what they need. When they're on our lot, they want to accomplish buying a car. When they're on another dealership's lot, they want another experience to take them to the next level to purchase that car. With our new hire, what's our number one goal?
Sell cars?
Sell cars, but make sure that we can take care of this salesperson, right?
See, I'm a good owner.
You're a good owner. You're a good silent owner.
Exactly.
But that leads us into where she said that I was a little scared in this process, because exactly that, me taking someone under our wing into our company for their family to make money is extremely stressful. You have no idea how many nights that I stayed up just like thinking about stuff. So I was really honored that I had so many Bachmann employees reach out to me and want a job here. I was really shocked by how many Bachmann employees actually wanted to work for me. And that kind of tells you as a coworker, equal, right, of people who my peers, so to speak, that they're like, hey, Mike, I want to work with you. And we're not in an easy place. We're not just nearby. There was going to be a commitment for them to drive here. But there were some things that I thought that we had to do that just didn't work out yet. What do you like most about this new hire?
Experience.
He does have the experience. So do you remember how much experience he's got?
20 some years.
20 some odd years.
Like you.
So I don't think he's very old. So obviously during the interview process, you can't ask someone how old they are, which I get. I think he's in his mid 40s, maybe 50. I don't know. So he's got a couple young kids. He brought that up in the interview process. I didn't ask, equal opportunity employer. That's what I like the most too. And I think too, so he is coming from a lifelong history of being in the car business. And his dad was a dealer. His dad was more of a wholesaler. And then he convinced his dad to get into retail. And they just weren't ready for what brought on the year 2020 and 2021. And to be honest with you, if we would have started this business in 18 or 19, I don't know if we would have been ready. So here is the end result. So looks good here. So this is kind of back to the way we had it day one back in December, right? We didn't have a desk over here. We had the table there, but we had a desk right here and you were sitting at the table.
I had
and
to sit and work at the table.
So back to some OG 9 months ago stuff. Maybe you should just go sit back there in the bathroom. That could be your office.
I mean, you treat the owner like crap.
Tomorrow morning is Grant's first day and we'll introduce you to him then, and hopefully he's good on camera because that's not something that we discussed, and then we'll lay the little surprise on him as well. All right, guys, so here he is. It's Grant. Say hello to everyone, Grant.
Hey, everyone.
So Grant is from Crestwood, Kentucky.
Correct.
Some of the questions I can't ask during the interview process. You're married, right? I heard
Correct.
you say wife.
Yep.
Kids?
Yep, 2.
How old are they?
14 and 9.
Oh, that's right. You did tell me that. You voluntarily told me that. I didn't ask that question during the interview process. And then, how old are you?
Me, I'm 44.
Oh, see, look, I was close. We said that he's about our age. So we won't put Grant on cameras too much right now, and we'll let him get up to it. But we did forget to tell you one thing, very important, that you have some responsibility here to do. All right, so it's 14 and 9-year-old kids, right? So you've been through this a little bit. Let me introduce you to Francesca. She is about 2 weeks old, and she needs constant care, and you've got to protect her. She's now your baby, and good luck.
Thank you.
So the real reason he's got to take care of Francesca is because he's actually stealing Frank's job. But the question is who's going to sell more cars this coming month, Frank or Grant? You think you can beat Frank?
I surely hope so.
I don't think he can. Well, just as the video started, there goes Grant, and I gotta tell you, we are really, really excited to have him part of our company, part of our family. My first impressions is that he's gonna do really good for our company, so I'm really excited. So if you call in or you are trying to do business with us and you talk to him, you can know and rest assured that everything he's doing is coming straight from me. He's got a lot of the same values that I have. He's got a lot of the same core ways to help people out and to do the right thing. So we're really excited to see him here with our company and grow and see where he can help us get to the next level of this store. And it's not going to happen with just me and Mrs. Chevy Dude. It's going to happen with a team effort.